Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures, and I'm carrying on working in today in this page on my travel journal. In the last video we got it all the envelopes stuck in and collaged and ready to be filled and decorated, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So I've got lots more things I want to do. Hope I can get it done in the hour. I'm sorry I went a bit over the hour last time, so it was a little bit of a long video. I'm hoping I'll be able to finish it in this video. Well, I'll have to. So let's get started. What I want to do, I think, first, I know I'm going to decorate the front of this, but in the meantime I want to still finish putting in pockets and things, and then we'll do the final bit of decoration. So I'm thinking I want to put a little pocket here because there are some little tiny pockets in the kit. And I've got them all sort of ready to go in this little box. So there's one. So they're quite tiddly, these little pockets, which are perfect for this journal. They'd have been a bit lost in one of our normal size journals, but I think in this one they're actually just right, and I think that just fits quite nicely there. Let's see what other ones I've got. I've got that one. That's actually a fraction. Oh no, that's an envelope. Ooh, didn't know I had that. Well, there's that one, which is quite nice. But I've also thinking I might use this. I've got a couple of tags that would fit in. I think I might want to use that tag, so I don't want to use that pocket. So I might just pop that there, I think. See if I've got any others. There's another little one here. That's slightly bigger. Fractionally bigger. So just check that the tag will go in. Tag is all backed. Goes in nicely. To keep it nice and flat. And what I like about this is that it should just about fit underneath the other envelope. It does overlap slightly, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm going to put this here. I've decided. Oop, here we go. That has to come off there. So here we go. So I'm carrying on doing this the next morning. I had to make an early start this morning because we had to take the car to the to one of our cars to be serviced and MOT'd. So we don't really need two cars most of the time. It started off when we had I think it was when Hannah was still at home. This little car, second little car we bought so that she'd have one to use when she was living at home. And of course she's not here now, but we've still got the second car, and it is handy just to have a second one if one of us needs to go one way and one of us needs to go somewhere else. Or in this case, we had to take both cars this morning, so we could leave what used to be my car, it's now our car, at the garage, so that we could get there and back and not have to hang around waiting for the service to be done, because it could be a couple of hours just sitting around. So this way we could drop it off and we'll just go and pick it up later when they give us a call. So there we go. So that's popped in there. And if I put my little tag in, now what I want to do with the tag, I think first of all I haven't remembered to ink it, so I better just do that. And then I want to keep it as flat as I can. So although it's got it's marked for a hole, so you could put something through the hole. I think that will make it too bulky, so I'm just going to cover that up, I think. Put a piece of sari silk or some fabric or something. I've got a few options here that I'm going to try to see what would look best on here. So I'm thinking of trying to pick out the blues with that. I'm going to add some blue turquoisey fabrics and things. So I've got this bit of this old scrap of fabric, which actually goes quite well with what's over here. So I could do that and just, actually I don't want to fold it like that because then you've got the back, so I might actually, and I'll just see if it works. I've got that option. I've also got this option. I've got this piece of sari silk, I think it is, which might go there too. Let's have a look. Is that a bit too much colour-wise? Too much of a contrast? So I do quite like this because it's quite a gentle colour, and it does pick in, it does pull in the colours from over here. But I think what I might do, get my fabric scissors out, just cut a couple of pieces and then just overlap them so that I've got them both going the same way. Let's just move this out of the way for a minute. So I could just get rid of all the strings, just glue it on. That's what I might do, I think. And then that will cover up this circle here. I think I'll glue it and then I might do a little staple. A little tiny bit of glue, and then the staple will hold it firm then. Pop that like that. And then get the good old tiny attacher out. It's a bit tricky always feeding this in. Keep it going that way. That's it. And I've got one little tab, covers up that circle, but it's keeps it fairly flat. So that's that bit done. It goes in there. Take some of those bits off, and then that just goes in that pocket there. Okay, and then that's nice and flat. Right, so and then here, what should we do? Shall I just decorate this first? There's so many things I want to do. I don't know what to do first, so I thought perhaps I should do it bit by bit. Decorate this front because I've only got a little simple bit of decoration. I'm just going to put a label here, I think. And here's my new label holder. I made another one. You saw me make this one for my small labels, and I've gone ahead and made one for my bigger labels and the blank ones. So I've got all the blank labels here all laid out, nice and easy to see. But I did see, and what was so good about this is when I was doing all these, this is some more Tracy Fox labels. I haven't labelled the labels yet. I haven't put my little labels on inside yet, and I haven't finished fussy cutting out some of them. But I have these labels from G. Kerr, which I've had in a bag, and I keep forgetting to look at. But when I was putting them all in here, I found these, which are perfect. This one says Voyage, so it's perfect for this journal. The colour's just right. It looks exactly like it, you know, should go in here. It also had the word travel, which I could use, and it also has adventure, again in the blues with the boats, or ships should I say, sailing ships in the background. So I thought, well, I might just use those. So that was a bit of a find, and I thought that would go perfect on here. So just got to decide which one works on this bit here. Actually liking Voyage, I think. I could put a little bit of something behind it. I've got a bit of little piece of cheesecloth here ready to use if I need it. So I might just cut a piece of that and see how that looks behind the label. Just softens the whole thing. Yeah, I think I might just do that. Just going to fringe it up a bit. Yeah, that's it. Just take off the edges a little bit so it's And then let's put that on there. And got my white. I think this is on sticker paper. Label paper, so it should peel off. Or actually, on fabric, I'm probably going to have to add a little bit of extra glue anyway, as it's going onto the cheesecloth. And there's always the challenge of trying to release the back. Sometimes I do this and then I realise actually it's on cardstock, not on label paper. I'm hoping that's not the case with this one. It feels too thin to be on cardstock. The texture's not right. So I think it's on label paper. But I can never get these things to come away from the backing. So I might have to come back to that. Maybe I'll finish that all off on camera if I can't get the back off. I know it's there. I can sort of see it. Sort of just the edge of it. Oh, I can just see it coming away. Oh, I don't want to be here all day doing this. Dear oh me. Okay, I'm going to do that later because it's just not cooperating. Let's move on. Alright, so I've got that on. The other thing I thought I might do down here, which I think would be quite nice, was a ruffle just on the edge. Where's my ruffles? There they are. So I've got a little selection, colour-wise. They all come from the same pack, like a fat quarter that I've made some ruffles from. So there's that one, which I do quite like. It might be a little wide. I don't know. I quite like it right on the edge here because it sort of covers up the envelope sticking out, which kind of, I quite like the idea of doing that. I have got a narrow one, and this is the same fabric as I've used on here. So it's a case of which one looks best. But actually, I think on this side, I think I prefer the darker colour. Let's try this one. No, I do actually prefer this, I think. Let's do it that way around. I think I like that. So I'm not going to put that on there. Right on the edge. So it's acting as a sort of tab. Also slightly disguising what's going on behind there. So it's going to be a Fabri-Tac job, this one. Okay, let's give this a moment to come down. There we are. I think it's coming. Are we coming? So I need to put the pin back in the other one. Otherwise we'll be spending the whole session just trying to get the glue out. Now I should have a pin here somewhere. This one might do it. All I'm getting is air, so something's coming through. Are we going? Yeah, I think we're coming out. Good. Right. Okay. Just do a double row just to make sure it's nice and firmly attached. But I want it to be quite near the edge so that it kind of covers over the other envelope. I don't think it matters if it's peeking out a little bit. Just quite like the idea of disguising it. Okay. Are we on? I think we are. Let's see how it looks from the back. Yep. All right. Leave that to dry there then. Now we want to do this bit here, and again I want to put a bit of the cheesecloth, I think, or I've got a bit of this. That might also. This is this bit of. I can never remember what this sort of fabric is called. I think it came from a little bag that I cut up. And I'm sure there's a name for this fabric, but I can never remember what it is. So I could put that there. Let's see what I've got. I've been doing a bit of fussy cutting in between. Spent a bit of the afternoon yesterday doing fussy cutting some of the elements from the Maiden Voyage kit. So I've got a few bits that I could use possibly to decorate that little envelope. So there's that. I don't really like the bright blue there. I don't think I might have to cut that off. So that's a possibility. I've got well, I quite like that. Or got the globe. Bit big, I think. And I've also got some. Let's get hold of it. Some little tickets. Like that. Maybe I could put some tickets like that. And I don't know about this, I think it's a bit thick. Got any other little bits? I've got a few more bits that I haven't cut out yet. Got the inevitable bingo card. I don't know if I can find a stamp. Shall I get my stamp ephemera holder out? So I've got. So this one I've most of it I have put them in colour order. But I don't want it too matchy. So I might want a contrast colour. Oh, I did have a stamp with a boat on it somewhere, floating around on my desk. Goodness knows what happened to it. I'll have a look in this little pot here. There's a few bits in here. I don't think it's... I might come back to these, but in the meantime I've got a few bits in here. Yeah, I did a little bit of stamping. I might use some of those bits. Oh, and the other thing I'd put aside, which I might use, in my birds I found this, I think it's a seagull, but I just thought it would look quite good on a page. You know, as part of, especially anything to do with the sea. So that might go up there. Any other little bits that I've stashed away. Well, here's the stamp. Let's see if I can do something with those. Right. Every day is a new adventure. That's the little stamp I bought when I went to Hobbycraft. I think that might work on there. It's a bit big, I think, possibly. That's quite a nice stamp there. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of putting behind there. Not no, I want to put a bit of one of Rachel's antique letters. I thought would look quite good behind there. Let's try that. Just need to give it some sort of contrast, or a bit more depth behind that. I could put that there. I think that might work. I think I'll put the tickets there, and I don't want to overlayer it because it's going to make everything a bit too bulky otherwise. Just a little bit. Right, so let's put this on here. I was going to put those underneath, wasn't I? What was I going to do? That might be alright like that. No. Did I want to put that underneath? I think I want to put it underneath the letter a little bit. Will it peel up? Yes, it will. Just about. Okay. Let's quickly put this in underneath. Okay, and then this one can go over the top there. Yep, I think that's all right. Now I could put a little tab here, but I don't know if it needs it. Okay, so I need to cover this bit here. Now I was playing around with some bits of paper trying to decide what looks best. I've ended up with this piece, which obviously is too big, but I wasn't sure which bit of it I want to show. So I thought I could just tuck it in, and then it would actually just be part of the background, and then you wouldn't see, and that would fold. So I don't know whether to put that part on that. I quite like that bit, I think. I think I'm going to, where's my ruler? Just need to make that a little bit less perfect at the top. Get the bird out of the way so I don't lose him. And then put that there. Now if that just pops inside there, how far down do I want to go? I don't really want too much of it showing, do I? Because I still like this. Oh no, it's going to be covered up anyway, so what am I worrying about? Okay, I'm going to just tear that off a little bit more, I think. Where's my other ruler? Let's tear off a little bit more. I don't want it to go right down inside the envelope. I don't know why I'm doing the bottom, that's not going to be shown, is it? Just do this bit. Right, and then that'll go in, yeah, I quite like that. So I'll use this glue. I find if I'm sliding things inside, it does allow a little bit of manoeuvrability, especially if I don't do it too heavily. Just do a light coverage, then it will just slip. Hopefully it'll slip inside the envelope without too much trouble. The glue stick just sticks straight away. It's almost like it's magnetic. It just grabs. It makes it difficult to move things around. Alright, let's see if I'm going to prove myself wrong now. Ooh, I'm just going to have to... There we are. That's gone in there like that. So all I have to do is do the bend. Get the bone folder out. There we are. Okay, so that's that. Hopefully it'll lie flat when it's dry. And then my original idea was to put some sort of vellum pocket here. But then I was having a look at the ephemera pieces and I had another idea, had another thought. And I thought I might put this tag here as a side tuck. So I've got some pieces I could just pop something like that in there as a journaling card. So I think I might quite like that, and then so I'll just have that poking out the top here. So I need to put a tab on it. So let's see what we've got for the tab for this one. Could use this time. Okay, I don't know how much whether you saw any of that. I didn't realise my camera turned itself off without me realising I was losing. I try to keep an eye on the time, but I just lose track every time and it catches me out, and I didn't hear it turn itself off. So in case you've missed a few minutes, I'm just putting an eyelet in this tag before I turn it into a pocket. Oops, hang on. Get it in the right position, that would be good. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, so I've just got to put a little bit of this sari silk in. And I'll just tie it for now, that's the simplest thing. And then I need to make it a pocket, but make sure it's high enough so that it doesn't impede the envelope. Just thinking where I need to glue it. I need to glue it along here. And up this side. I might just glue it on with the glue the sari silk on as well, and then it won't go anywhere, will it? Just check the position, lower it a fraction, and again, yeah, lower it just a tad. Yep, that'll be okay. That'll be okay there. Let's just make sure that's all stuck down nice and firmly. I've got stuck on there. Okay. Right, so I've got that done. I need something to go in here and something to go in this envelope here and something for this envelope here. Right, so in this one I'm going to put, this is my ephemera holder that I made as part of Roxy's challenge last week. So I've still got all the little tickets and things in there. I still may add a few more bits. I'll just leave that as it is for now. Oh, I just need to trim, get rid of that stringy bit. And then that goes in here quite comfortably, she says, because it hasn't glued itself down anywhere. So that's in there. And then in here, I think we'll have a look at some of these journal cards that I've been fussy cutting. I'm just wondering if that one would go in. That would be quite nice in there, I think. And I'm going to use paper from the kit, I think, to back it, as it's lined paper. Make sure I put it the right way around, yes. Okay. Oh no, hang on, let's see where. I'm not sure where the lines begin. Let's just double check. It needs to be So I think I will sew around these afterwards off camera, some of these journal cards, because they will look better that way. So I've got this option, and I have another option which I might also have a look at. Just make sure it's trimmed off properly. Right, so there's that one. It's just got some journaling space on the back of there. So I can put that one in here. Is it going to fit? Yes, it is. That's a relief. So that will go in there. And I might put a little tab on it. It's actually a little bit tight, so I might just trim it a touch. Or I've got one of these. I've got some journal cards that came with the other kit, which is a bit smaller, so it fits in a bit more comfortably. That would also go in there quite nicely too. Choices, choices. I'll definitely have to cut that down a fraction, I think. And also I think because it's still a bit wet from the gluing, it might just be a bit more difficult to put in. That goes in a bit better now. So there's that one, or this one. Don't know, one of them will go in. And for this one I need one facing the other way. So I've got that one, that might work. I just need to back it. And then you've got the blue sticking out. I quite like that actually. Okay. Any others? Any other candidates? There's a couple more here. Oh, no, that was too matchy. So that's also a possibility. So either of those would go in quite nicely. I think I quite like this though. So I just need to back that one. And I'll use the same paper, I think. And again, I will sew around this afterwards. Oh, excuse me. Quick sip. I've got a little bit of coffee left. It's a bit cold, but I don't mind cold coffee actually. I don't like cold tea. Yeah, can't stand cold tea, but I don't mind cold coffee. Oop. Just a flick of the scissors and everything goes flying. Alright. So is anybody out there having a go at doing one of these? It's such a lot of fun to do. And the only thing I've had to buy, apart from obviously the kits, is the rings. And I still I have a feeling the rings I've bought are going to be too big. But they weren't expensive. I bought 2-inch rings because when I was watching Tina's video where I got the idea from, she was saying she used really big rings. So I thought, oh, I'll get big rings. And then afterwards, I think she mentioned she was using 1.5-inch rings. And I'm thinking, oh, mine are even bigger than that. So it depends how thick this ends up being, I suppose, by the time I've finished. I don't know. I'll keep going until I run out of ideas or run out of kit, I think, because I'm really enjoying doing it. But I don't know how it'll end up. I don't know how big it's going to end up. So if I have to buy smaller rings, then so be it. But I have a feeling this is going to end up being quite chunky by the time I've finished. Okay, so that's just got to flatten out a bit and dry out. That'll be fine. So I think we're nearly there with this now, because by the time I put all these bits in, there's not going to be much room for any other decoration really, unless I can squeeze in a bit of lace here and there, which I'd quite like to do. So that one is going to go in there. Now I've got to make a choice, haven't I? I might stick with this kit and use this for another page. I do really like that though. I could end up putting it in here. There's an extra journaling card to go in there. That's a possibility. So I think in the meantime I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to give it a little tab to make it easier to pull out. Now I cut some circles so I could make a tab if I wanted to. So this is just out of some of the scrapbooking paper that I've been using as the basis. So it's nice and thick, and it's the right colour. And I'll just make a little tab for that. So yes, there's my there's my little circle punch. One. Oops. Put back. Okay, so I haven't folded it perfectly, so I'll just trim that a little bit. And then just nick off that little corner around this little bit. Do the same the other side. Around that bit. Snip that off. And we have a whale tail. And I'm just going to put that up here. That on there. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, right, just pop that in here. Now is it going to, oh, it needs to go right in, otherwise it won't bend, will it? That's it. Right, so what I need now is to decide whether I can put any lace on here, because I would like to. I've got a little scrap of one of my favourites. This this lovely colour which goes beautifully, and I'm just thinking, would that go there? Be quite nice there, or should I do it here? Let's close that and see if that would look nice sticking out there. Or would it be nice to have a piece? Sometimes the little decisions seem to take the longest to make. Where to put the lace. I'm very tempted to put it there. So that goes, if that goes there, comes down here. What about here? I need a little something here, don't I? On this side. I'm wondering, a little bit of ruffle. There's a tab. I think so. Let's just see how that all works. It's getting a little bit chunky, but I think that'll be fine. So a bit of lace here. I think I need to just take off that that edge. Alright, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put some lace on the front, on the top of here. It's possibly a little bit wide, but the colour is just so perfect. I don't really care. I love this lace. I'm just wondering if it needs any more on the top, just a little edge, but I don't think it does. So I've got that lace there, and then I'll put this little bit of, now I think for the ruffle tab, I think we need Fabri-Tac, which has been quietly laying down here and hopefully isn't going to take too long to come through. Come on. Sometimes I watch other people and they just grab the Fabri-Tac and away it goes. But it doesn't seem to work like that for me. Probably just because they can squeeze it more firmly than I can, perhaps. I think I've got enough. I think that's enough. Just pop that on the side there. Okay, let's put that inside. There we are. So I've got a journal card in there, got another little one in here, got another one here with, well, not journal card, but ephemera holder. So I think I could still put a little journal card in here as well. I might put a little tab on that. Not sure at the moment. I'll put it in there for now and think about the tab, but I still need to sew around that and that and that. I'll do that off camera. Okay, I quite like that in there too. So there we are, it's a pretty stuffed one, this one. So, but the thing is, when I work on the other side, I can actually unflip everything and take everything out. So I can unflip that and unflip that, and then I've got a flat surface to work on for this side, haven't I? Whatever I'm going to do, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here yet. That'll be another video. Alright, so I think this one I'm going to count down. I'm not going to put the bird on because actually I really think any more decoration would just be lost. I've got so much going on here already. All I've got to do is do my eyelets for the holes, which I'll do after I've finished the other side. Just in case something gets, you know, the holes get covered up or something and I have to repunch them. All I've got to do now is try and get this label on. Shall we see if I can do it in the last 2 or 3 minutes? Or I might just stick it on. This backing is not going to come off. I'm just going to stick it on. Maybe it isn't a label. I mean, maybe it isn't label paper. I can't remember. It's been so long since I printed these. I thought they were on labels, but maybe not. So I'm just going to stick it on. And if one day it peels off, so be it. It can be replaced with something else or stuck back on. There we go. Voyage. I think I want to put a little bit more glue under here. I think that will do. I'm quite liking that. It was good fun to make, doing all the flips and flaps and tucks. So flip, flap, tuck. Yeah, quite pleased with that. Okay, everybody, that's it done. That's this page done. I will have a think about what I'm going to do on the other side and come back and do that in the next video. So, thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're having a good day. And, oh, the sun's coming out, so woohoo! And we're going out for lunch today for the first time in God knows how many months. We booked ourselves a lunch, be sat outside, but we're looking forward to that very much. So, see you again soon in the next video. Bye-bye.